The third type of portfolio analysis is ADL matrix, which is named after Arthur D. Little. It is a method that is based on PLC, that is product life cycle. The approach forms a two-dimensional matrix based on stage of industry maturity and the firm's competitive position, environmental assessment and business strength assessment. Now, stage of industry maturity is an environmental measure that represents a position in industry's life cycle. Competitive position is a measure of business strength that helps an organization of products or SBUs into one of five competitive positions, that is dominant, strong, favorable, tenable, and weak. It's a 4 by 5 matrix as follows. So stage of industry का for thing is embryonic growth, mature, aging. Now, the competitive position of a firm is based on assessment of the following criteria. Dominant, this is comparatively rare position and in many cases is attributable either to a monopoly or a strong and protected technological leadership. Then, strong, by virtue of this position, the firm has a considerable degree of freedom over its choice of strategies and is often able to act without its market position being unduly threatened by its competitors. Favorable, this position which generally comes about when the industry is fragmented and no one competitor stand out clearly, results in market leaders a reasonable degree of freedom. Favorable, this position which generally comes about when the industry is fragmented and not one competitor stands out clearly. This results in market leaders or reasonable degree of freedom. Tenable, although the firms within this category are able to perform satisfactorily and can justify staying in the industry, they are generally vulnerable in the face of increased competition from stronger and more proactive companies in the market. Weak, the performance of firms in this category is generally unsatisfactory, although the opportunities for improvement do exist. The fourth model is General Electric model. It's also the stoplight strategy model. This model has been used by General Electric Company, developed by GE with the assistance of the consulting firm McKinsey and Company. This model is also known as business planning matrix, GE 9 cell matrix, and GE electric model. The strategic planning approach in this model has been inspired from traffic control lights, the lights that are used at crossings to manage traffic are green for go, amber or yellow for caution, and red for stop. This model uses two factors while taking strategic decisions: business strength and market attractiveness. The vertical axis indicates attractiveness and the horizontal axis shows the business strength in the industry. The market attractiveness is measured by a number of factors like size of the market growth rate, industry profitability, competitive intensity, availability of technology, pricing trends, overall risk of return. And business strength is a measure measured by considering typical drivers like profit margin, brand image, market share growth rate, market share, distribution of efficiency. If products fall in the green section, the business is at advantageous position to reap the benefits. The strategic decision can be to expand, to invest and grow. If a product is in amber or yellow zone, it needs caution and managerial discretion is called for making the strategic choices. If a product is in red zone, it will eventually lead to losses that would make things difficult for the organization. In such cases, the appropriate strategy would be retrenchment, divestment, or liquidation. This model is similar to BCG GSM. However, there are differences. Firstly, market attractiveness replaces market growth as the dimension of industry attractiveness and includes a broader range of factors other than just the market growth rate. Secondly, competitive strength replaces market strength as a dimension by which the competitive position of each SBU is assessed. Summary: environmental scanning covers both scanning of external and internal environment through the strategic analysis and situation analysis. Here we are analyzing the industry and competition by finding the possible issues such as dominant economic features of the industry, nature of strength of competition, triggers of change, those seven things. This chapter also discusses SWOT and TOWS matrix and helps to craft a business model that will allow a company to gain a competitive advantage in its industry. In order to analyze the current business portfolio, the company must conduct portfolio analysis through all the matrices as discussed.